Hi, good evening. Welcome to Reading the Bible with Nikki. This show is not family friendly, nor is it intended to be. So if you get highly offended and easily butt sore, feel free to not watch past this point and piss off. Now, if you don't care, a good story. Press like and subscribe and come on this journey with me. I am the charismatic, infallible enigma known as Nikki K. The Great because I'm awesome. So, before you go on this ride with me, take your pills, pack a bowl, grab your smokes, sit down and get comfy, then grab your reward for keeping other people alive. Cheers, good job. And then let's smoke it, drink it, and read it. Let's go. Let's do the damn thing, right? So, this is called Wait, wait, before before we even do this, I want to tell you what I did. Okay, I thought it would be a great idea because on my memory stick flash drive thing, I never labeled my videos, right? None of my videos had a label. So I thought, man, okay, let me delete these because I can download them off YouTube, and then they'll just come with a title. So it'll already be labeled on my memory stick. Okay, so I did that. Now they're labeled, but I only made it to 30. Yeah, so this is taking for fucking ever. So I'm kind of just, I'm thinking, should I read it again? I've already tried to read it 3 times in 1 year, and I'm almost done with the Old Testament. So maybe I read the New Testament after Daniel. Just read the New Testament and then read it again. I don't know. But I guess for right now I'm gonna have to download it from YouTube, like 20 a day or something. This I don't know. Anyway, this one is called The Beast and the Judgment. It's almost an Avenged Sevenfold song. Theirs is called The Beast and the Harlot. Dun, 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 dun. Shut up, Nikki. So, in the first year of King Belshazzar, yesterday we left off at Daniel in the lion's den. That was King Darius. That was a king after this guy. This guy. It was a king. Darius was after this guy. No. No, Darius was king of somewhere else, wasn't he? Wasn't Babylon named? It ended up becoming Persia. I don't know. But anyways, no. Belshazzar was king of the Chaldeans. And Darius was king of the Persians. And somehow Daniel was in both of these places. Okay, I don't know. We're gonna assume. I don't know how that happened. But somehow Daniel was in the lion's den in Persia. But before that, he was with Belshazzar and Chaldea. Okay. So in the first year of this guy, so when was the hand thing? Because it never said in what year Belshazzar saw the hand thing and what year he was killed by his people. I don't fucking know. But as Daniel laid in bed, he had a dream, visions in his head. Then he wrote down the dream, and the account began. The vision I saw during the night. Suddenly, the four winds of heaven stirred up the great sea, from which emerged four immense beasts, each different from the other. The first was like a lion, but with eagle wings. While I watched, the wings were plucked. It was raised from the ground to stand on feet like a human and given a human mind. Dun, dun, dun. The second beast was like a bear. It was raised up on one side, and among the teeth in its mouth were three tusks. It was given the order, "Arise, devour much flesh." After this, I looked and saw another beast like a leopard. On its back were four wings, like those of a bird, and it had four heads. To this beast, dominion was given. After this, in the visions of the night, I saw a fourth beast, terrifying, horrible, and of extraordinary strength. It had great iron teeth, with which it devoured, crushed, and it trampled with its feet what was left. It differed from the beast that preceded it. It had 10 horns. Oh, like 10 of them. I was considering the horns it had when suddenly another little horn sprang out from their midst, and three of the previous horns were torn away to make room for it. This horn had eyes like a human and a mouth that spoke arrogantly. Man, could you imagine a horn in the middle of somebody's head talking shit? That would be insane. As I watched, thrones were set up, and the Ancient of Days took his throne. What does this mean? Why didn't you say God? What is that? Why didn't you say God? Is this different than God? What is this? What does this mean? This has to be different than God, right? Because you would just say God. I don't know. Okay. His clothing was white as snow, the hair on his head like pure wool. So are you saying this guy had a afro? or like a Jufro? I don't know. His throne was flames of fire with wheels of burning fire. Remember, the eyes are in the wheels. So were the eyes on fire? A river of fire surged forth, flowing from where he sat. So what are you saying? The Ancient of Days. So the ancient God was wearing white with a Jufro, but he hung out on fire. So maybe God does like metal, because look at this. Everything is fire, like it's some kind of 80s thing. Okay. Thousands upon thousands were ministering to him, and myriads upon myriads stood before him. The court was convened and the books were opened. Everybody's gonna die. I watched then the first of the arrogant words which the horn spoke, until the beast was slain and his body destroyed and thrown into the burning fire. So you're saying God cast people into the fire? Oh, that's interesting. That is really interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Wow. Was this God? Okay, we're on the first chapter. We're never going to get through this. As for the other beasts, their dominion was taken away, but they were granted a prolonged they were granted a prolonged they were granted prolongation of life for a time and a season. As the visions during the night continued, I saw coming with the clouds of heaven one like a son of man. When he reached the Ancient of Days and was presented before him. See, is this different than God? Is this different than God? I don't know. Different than God. He received dominion, splendor, and kingship. All nations, peoples, and tongues will serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion that shall not pass away. His kingship, one that shall not be destroyed. Because of this, my spirit was anguished, and I, Daniel, was scared as shit of this vision. So, is this talking about Jesus? Do you think? I am about, 45% sure this might be about Jesus. I approached one of those present and asked him if the truth of all this. In the answer, he made known to me this meaning. These four great beasts stand for four kings, which shall rise on the earth. But the holy ones of the Most High shall receive the kingship to possess it forever and ever. Then I wish to make certain about the fourth beast, so very terrible and different from the others, devouring and crushing with its iron teeth and bronze claws and trampling with its feet what was left. And about the 10 horns on its head, and the other one that's and the other and the other one that sprang up before, which 3 horns fell, and about the horn with the eyes and the mouth that like to talk shit, which appeared greater than its fellows. For as I watched, that horn made war against the holy ones and was victorious. Until the Ancient of Days. Do you mean God, or is this guy different? This guy. Okay. Until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was pronounced in favor of the holy ones. In favor of the holy ones of the Most High. And the time arrived for the holy ones to possess the kingship. He answered me this: the fourth beast shall be a fourth kingdom on earth, different from all the others. The whole earth it shall devour, trample down, and crush. The 10 horns shall be 10 kings, rising out of that kingdom. Another shall rise up after them, different from those before him, who shall lay low 3 kings. He shall speak against the Most High, and will tear down the holy ones of the Most High, intending to change the feast days and the laws. They got a whole book about it, big guy. They shall be handed over to him for a time, 2.5 times. So 3.5 times. But when the court is convened and dominion is taken away, to be abolished and completely destroyed, then the kingship, dominion, and majesty of all the kingdoms under the heaven shall be given to the holy ones of the Most High, whose kingship shall be everlasting kingship, whom all dominions shall serve and obey. This is the end of the report. I, Daniel, was greatly terrified by my thoughts, and my face became pale. But I kept the matter to myself. I did a good fucking job. Okay. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Okay. So, chapter 8. The ram and the he-goat. After this first vision, I, Daniel, had another. In the 3rd year of the reign of King Belshazzar. How long was this guy king? Why doesn't it ever say? And only like that one thing happened to Belshazzar. I don't know. In my vision, I saw myself in the fortress of Susa, in the province of Elam. I was beside the river. I don't know how to say this. Hold on. I don't know how to say this, but it won't let me do words. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, happy Communist Appreciation Day. How do you say it? Oh, how do you say it? Okay, how to pronounce. Let's see.
Uli.
You.
Uli.
Ulai. Alright. So now we know. Ulai. Okay. I looked up and saw, standing by the river, a ram with two great horns, one larger and newer than the other. I saw the ram butting toward the west, north, and south. No beast could withstand it or be rescued from its power. It did what it pleased and grew powerful. So was he in the east? Is that what it is? Like he's just shaking his head like that? Oh, I shouldn't do that. I'm missing a piece of my brain. I probably shouldn't do that. Okay. As I was reflecting, a he-goat, like dun dun dun, was with a prominent horn on its forehead, suddenly came from the west across the whole earth without touching the ground. So he was flying over there like Scrappy Doo, like dun dun dun, like He-Man, and just bam. Let's see. Let's see if that's what he did. It came to the two-horned ram I had seen standing by the river, uh, and rushed towards it with savage force. I saw it reach the ram in rage, and the he-goat attacked and shattered both its horns. Because, like, fuck you. The ram did not have the strength to withstand it. The he-goat threw the ram to the ground and trampled upon it. No one could rescue the ram from its power. The he-goat grew very powerful, but at the height of its strength, the great horn was shattered, and in its place came up four others facing the four winds of heaven. Out of one of them came a little horn, which grew and grew toward the south, the east, and the glorious land. It grew even to the hosts of heaven, so it cast down to earth some of the hosts and some of the stars, and it trampled on them. Oh, it grew even to the prince of the host. See, what is this? What's a prince of the host? From whom the daily sacrifice was removed, and whose sanctuary was cast down. The host was given over together with the daily sacrifice. In the course of transgression, it cast truth to the ground and was succeeding in its undertaking. Okay. I heard a holy one speaking, and another said to whichever one that spoke. Hold on, because I want to read this. I heard the Holy One speaking to another, and said to whichever one it was that spoke, how long shall the events of this vision last concerning the daily sacrifice, the desolating sin, and giving over the sanctuary of the host for trampling? And he answered him, for 2,300 evenings and mornings. Then the sanctuary shall be set right. Okay, so how many days from Daniel to Jesus? And how many days, or how many days from Jesus till now? No. He answered him, 2,300 evenings and mornings. Then the sanctuary shall be set right. So, how many days from Daniel to Jesus? While I, Daniel, sought the meaning of the vision I had seen, one who looked like a man stood before me. Here we go. Then on Ula, I heard a human voice that cried out, Gabriel, explain the vision to this man. This is my favorite angel, Gabriel. He's my favorite. And only because of the prophecy. Because Christopher Walken played a good Gabriel. And if Gabriel is really like the Christopher Walken in that movie, oh, he's badass. I'm telling you what. And that is a great fucking movie. You should watch it. Prophecy 1, the original one. It's the best one. And Aragon plays Satan in that movie. Yeah, Aragorn. He plays Satan. But man, yeah, Gabriel's my favorite angel because of that movie. He said, explain the vision to this man. Yeah. Then, when he came near, I was standing. And then I did the face thing because I was scared as fuck. But he said to me, understand, O Son of Man, that vision refers to the end time. As he spoke to me, I fell forward unconscious. Then he touched me and made me stand up. In that movie, Gabriel finds a girl that just overdosed and he touches her and she becomes alive so she can drive a car. Dude, she wanted to die so bad. He said, I will show you. I'll show you what's going to happen in the last days. For it is the appointed time of the end. The two-horned ram you saw represents the kings of Medes and Persians. The he-goat is like the king of the Greeks. And the great horn on its forehead is the first king. Okay, so the first king of the Greeks. The four that rose in its place when it was shattered are four kingdoms that will issue from his nation without his strength. At the end of their reign, when the sinners have reached their measure, there shall arise a king, impudent and skilled in intrigue. He shall be strong and powerful, bring out fearful ruin, and succeed in this undertaking. He shall destroy powerful people. Is it talking about Rome? I might be talking about Rome. His cunning shall be against the holy ones. Yeah, talking about Rome. His treacherous conduct shall succeed. He shall be proud of heart and destroy many by stealth. But when he arises against the prince of princes, he shall be broken without a hand being raised. Yeah, that's kind of what happened, ain't it? When Jesus was in the stock thing, talking to, never mind, we're not there yet, Nikki. But yeah, we're going to read about this. As for the vision of the evenings and mornings, what was spoken is true. But you keep this vision secret. It is for the distant future. I, Daniel, was weak and ill for some days. Then I arose and took care of the king's affairs. But the vision had left me desolate and without understanding. It's not for you to understand, big guy. All right, let's see. How many minutes are we at? Oh, we're not doing too bad. I only talk a little bit too much. Okay, hold on. Okay, chapter 8, 9. Chapter 9. Huh. The 70 weeks of years. I'm surprised there's not a song called this. It was the first that Darius, son of Ahasuerus, Ahasuerus. Okay, we're just gonna go with Ahasuerus of the race of the Medes. So Medes was a race? It was a race of people. Is it still a race of people? What was their nationality? Reigned over the kingdom of the Chaldeans. No. Darius was the king of the Persians. No, maybe, yeah. He was the king of the Medes. Oh my God. I want to go back and look. We're going to go back and look. Okay, so hold on. Okay. Yeah. Belshazzar, the Chaldean king, was slain. Or was he Chaldean? But he was Nebuchadnezzar's son. So, I don't know. But then in the next chapter, it'll talk about King Darius. And Darius the Mede succeeded the kingdom at 62. And how does this stuff even happen? Okay, and Cyrus the Persian. But isn't that when the Persian Empire is made? It took over Babylon, right? Okay, so I don't know. All this shit's got me fucked up. So, of the race of the Medes, it was the first year that Darius reigned over the kingdom of the Chaldeans. In the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, perceived in the books the number of years the Lord had decreed to the prophet Jeremiah. Jerusalem was to lie in ruins for 70 years. But it did, though. Oh my God. But it did. I turned to the Lord God to seek help in prayer and petition with fasting, doing the diaper thing, and ashes. Yeah, but where did the ashes come from? I prayed to the Lord, my God, and confessed, Lord, great and awesome God. Ha ha, you're fucking great. You who keep your covenant and show mercy toward those who love you and keep your commandments and precepts. What precepts, though? Like, there is no precepts. There is no precepts. We have sinned, been wicked, and done evil. We have rebelled and turned from your commandments and your laws. Yeah, why are you bunching yourself in with these people? Why are you associating yourself with these people? You could just say they sinned and they've been wicked and they do evil. I don't do that shit, but they do, so forgive them. We have not obeyed your servants, the prophets, who spoke in your name to our kings, our princes, our ancestors, and to all the people of the land. Justice, O Lord, is on your side. We are shamefaced, even to this day, and this day, today, right now. The men of Judah and the residents of Jerusalem and all Israel, near and far, in all the lands which you have scattered them because of their treachery towards you. Preach! Yes, time to go to church. Preach! Yeah, tell on these fucking people, man. They're evil. Don't associate yourself with this shit, Daniel. O Lord, we are ashamed, like our kings, our princes, and our ancestors, for having sinned against you. But Lord, our God, be long compassion and forgiveness, though we rebelled against him. I don't. And did not hear the voice of the Lord our God by walking in his laws given through his servants, the prophets. Yeah, it's not that hard. You got to pray and do good things. How is that hard? The curse and the oath written in the law of Moses, the servant of God, were poured out over us for our sins, because all Israel transgressed your law and turned aside, refusing to hear your voice. Good, start saying that, all Israel. You don't gotta. No, these people are terrible. He fulfilled the words he spoke against us and against those who ruled us by bringing upon us an evil. No evil so great has happened under heaven as happened in Jerusalem. It is written in the law of Moses, this evil has come upon us. We did not appease the Lord our God by turning back from our wickedness and acting according to your truth. So the Lord kept watch over the evil, and it brought upon us. Lord, our God, is just in all that he has done. We did not listen to his voice. Now, Lord, our God, who led your people out of the land of Egypt with a strong hand and made a name for yourself, even to this day, we have sinned, we are guilty. Yeah, that's true. Lord, in keeping with all your deeds, let your anger and your wrath be turned away from your city, Jerusalem, your holy mountain. System of a Down. That's a good song. On account of our sins and the crimes of our ancestors, Jerusalem and your people have become the reproach of all of our neighbors. Yeah, because you guys are retarded and you play both sides of the coin. And you're evil. Now, our God, hear the prayer and the petition of your servant. And for your own sake, Lord, let your face shine upon your desolate sanctuary. Give ear, my God, and listen. Open your eyes and look upon our desolate city, upon which your name is invoked. When we present our petition before you, we rely on our just deeds, but we rely not on our just deeds, but on your great mercy. Lord, hear. Lord, pardon. Lord, be attentive and act without delay for your own sake, my God, because your name is invoked upon your city and your people. I was still praying to the Lord, my God, confessing my sin and the sin of my people Israel, presenting my position presenting my petition concerning the holy mountain of my God. I was still praying when the man, Gabriel, whom I had seen in vision before, came to me in flight at the time of the evening offering. He instructed me in these words, Daniel, I have now come to give you understanding. When you began your petition, an answer was given, which I have come to announce. Because you are beloved, therefore, mark the answer and understand the vision. So is it 70 years is 70 weeks? How much time is that? Because that might be God's time. How God's time works. For your people and for your holy city. When transgression will stop and the sin will end, guilt will be expiated. All right, we're gonna look at how to say this. See, more words in the Bible I will never fucking remember. But we need to know what it means, right? Well, or we need to know how to say it. Both of those things. Oh my God. Copy. And paste. This should say Happy Communist Appreciation Day. Expiate. Past tense. To atone for. Make amends for. Okay. So pretty much when okay. Then, okay. For your people and your holy city. Therefore, mark the answer and understand the vision. 70 weeks are decreed for your people and for your holy city. Then transgression will stop and sin will end. You guys will say you're fucking sorry. Everlasting justice will be introduced. Vision and prophecy ratified. And a holy of holies will be anointed. Okay, well, that's a whole lot of what the fuck. Know and understand from the utterance of the word that Jerusalem was to be rebuilt. Until there is an anointed ruler, there shall be 7 weeks. Okay, 7 weeks after you get a king. No. Okay, so you got to get a good ruler until Jerusalem can be rebuilt. In the course of 62 weeks, it shall be rebuilt with squares and trenches in the time of affliction. After 62 weeks, an anointed one shall be cut down with no one to help him. It's Jehoiakim. And the people of a leader who will come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary. This end shall come in a flood until the end of the war which is decreed. There will be desolation. What? Hold on. And the people of a leader who will come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary. His end shall come in a flood. Okay, that guy is going to be swept away. Until the end of the war, which is decreed, there will be desolation. For 1 week he shall make a firm covenant with the many. Half the week he shall abolish sacrifice and offering. In their place shall be the desolating abomination, until the ruin that is decreed is poured out upon the desolator. Wow, that was a whole lot of what the fuck. Okay. 70 weeks are decreed for your people and your holy city. Okay, so justice, these things, okay. And the Holy of Holies will be anointed. Know and understand from the utterance of the word that Jerusalem was to be rebuilt until there is an anointed ruler. There shall be 7 weeks. In the course of 62 weeks, it shall be rebuilt. Oh, it'll take 7 weeks for them to get a ruler after they say that. And then 62 weeks, it'll take them to build it. After 62 weeks, their king is going to die with nobody to help him. And the people of a leader will come, destroy the city and the sanctuary. But that guy's going to die in a flood until the end of the war, which is decreed. There will be desolation. For 1 week, he will make a firm covenant with the many. Half the week he shall abolish sacrifice and offering. I don't know what king this is. I don't know what king that is. In their place shall be a desolating abomination that poured out. Okay. In their place shall be the desolating abomination until the ruin that is decreed is poured out upon the desolator. So, okay, so is it the guy that comes after that? Okay. So we don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. But I'm guessing it happens after Daniel. I don't know. But anyway, okay, I guess I only talked a little bit too much. Anyway, thank you for watching. I love you and have the sweetest dreams ever.